green. The Truth, episode 90. KP is finally out of here. All that coaching malpractice is done. What will the Eagles do moving forward? We shall talk about that. Who's going to be the new OC? But first, let's listen to Dan Orlovsky break down this season.
That was a total embarrassment from Philly offensively. And we all saw it coming. We talked about it all season long. The fact that they didn't see it coming is concerning. And I understand, yes, there's going to be changes. But Howie Roseman, their general manager, has got to be sitting back and go, wait. This is a roster that I put together that should no question have contended for another Super Bowl. And I understand, like, everyone took their turn yesterday not making some plays. AJ didn't make a play on any ball down the field. Devontae has the drop late. Their offensive line got beat on a consistent basis. And Woody's point, the regression, that's probably the thing that is the most concerning element. This offensive line never regresses in Philly. Ever. None of their guys played at a good level this year. And you've watched Jalen Hurts be a guy that will not throw the ball at the middle field. I mean, every single ball that he throws and completes is 8 yards to the sideline. And the thing that has to be the greatest concern is we have talked about all of these issues for literally every single week this year. Every single week. If we're all seeing it and we're not getting paid to see it at that level, how come not only their offensive staff didn't see it and or adjust, but the head coach didn't see it and or adjust? That's got to be something that
and the head coach has that knowledge too. I mean, that's why they hired him. That's got to be talked about as well. That we all saw this embarrassing performance coming, and it still happened, and it was allowed to happen. Yeah. So what you're saying is it's impossible that they don't recognize the problems. It means they were unable to fix it,
or
right?
Unable to from their vantage point, or their belief that they're unable to from the player standpoint.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Gotta stay locked in, goggin. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary's like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna lead, no watching. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, I got mine and shit like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my. You know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my. You know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear. Never get tired, no, I'm still here. Felt in the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years in, my moments here. Waiting my turn, now I'm hot in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drive. Give me one shot, and I'm coming alive. Next on the left, second taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's from straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes.
What is up, Eagles Nation? I'm your host, BG31 with JC Sportstalk. And we are here for the end of the Eagles season, man. It happened. I told you guys 2 weeks ago, I don't want to play the Niners. Nick Sirianni has a losing record against the Niners. He's 1-3. We should have played for the second seed. And we would have beat the Packers who lost to the Bears, man. Like, come on, but it is over. It is over, man. How you doing, JC?
I don't think it matters who we played. The Niners defense was not that good. So if we could not do nothing against the Niners defense, the Bears defense was number one in turnovers. The Packers was better than the Niners defense. The Packers had an 18-point lead in the fourth quarter to the Bears. So let's not act like, the Bears just, were dominating the Packers. So we would have lost to whoever we played because we can't put up points. I mean, look, and Dan is correct. Everything throughout the year that we've been complaining about, from Jake Elliott missing kicks all year, he missed an extra point, right? I mean, imagine if he made the extra point. Hey, we just needed a field goal to tie, and who knows what might have happened. The second half struggles of not scoring. We can't score in the second half. We can't put a full game together. So everything we've been complaining about all year, and defense, our strong suit, our strong part on this team failed us. Yes, Q got 2 interceptions, but they gave up 23 points. Big plays too to Christian McCaffrey, like busted coverages, busted plays.
I know who Robinson was. And he was an all-star in the game.
Yeah, look, LeBron wasn't there. Dean, like nobody, this whole team was not ready to play the first round of playoffs, man. They was not ready.
I think it was because we sat our players, we didn't keep momentum going.
No, that would not matter. I do not believe that because we sit them every year. Every year we sit our guys week 18. I can recall one time we played our guys week 18. So now we can't just say, hey, because we set our starters, hey, we either going to put the number 1 seed or we are resting because the following week is the first game of the playoffs. No, it wasn't that. I just really think that this team overall, this season, been a grind. I've never been so tired, man. I got bags in my eye watching this game. This Eagle season was, man.
Draining.
Yes. Draining, man. I'm kind of glad it's over. Like, I'm glad it's over because I'm just like, I was so tired every Tuesday coming on here talking about this team cannot put a full game together, right? Either first half or second half, or hey, KP this, KP that. Nick, I mean, it was just I could not even enjoy this season, But at least, hey, we just coming off a Super Bowl win, so I could go off of that.
Yeah, it doesn't sting as much knowing you literally won a championship beginning of this last year. You know what I'm saying? It's 1 year out. Not too many teams go back to back. We just as Eagle fans wanted to go back to back.
Yeah.
Like any team that wins the Super Bowl, they want to come back the next season. Every fan base wants them to win a Super Bowl back to back. And it just wasn't our time. Like you said, like these are things that's been happening all year long. That we, like AJ even said, hell, AJ was right. We can't just keep putting Band-Aids over it and expecting it just to happen when it never happened. It never freaking happened. Porto Rifa, he says, Flea Flicker was embarrassing. Yeah, that was, we don't even need to get into that. We were out coached, man, on both sides of the ball. Not only does Shanahan have a better record against Nick Sirianni, but also you guys remember that defensive coordinator, the dude from the Jets, Saleh, he always plays the stuff. I think that was the year when he was coach that they beat us, when the Jets beat us that 1 year. So Saleh's always giving these guys fits too as well. And like you said, it doesn't matter because, the Bears this or Bears feel like it was a better matchup. Like you said, at least it's over because I didn't really feel like this team was ready to win the Super Bowl no more. Just by watching them play, man, like they didn't have it in them this year. There's too much outside noise affecting the team. We had a horrible coordinator who I'm so happy is fired right now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do it soon enough. And there was a lot of dysfunction on offense, to the point where no one really could. I don't think there would be any team that would have been able to stand what we went through this year and won a Super Bowl. To have all this talent on your roster, given circumstances, we didn't really have the complete injury bug, but on one main position, the offensive line, You know, they were in and out throughout the season. That is a huge thing for your offense. I understand that. But it comes down to KP, man. I'm happy he's gone. Can't wait to get an experienced coordinator. And we'll see where we go from there, you know. Positive note is, you know, to throw some positive spin on this, we got some all pro cornerbacks, my guy.
Yeah.
All cornerback. Coop
Yeah.
and Quenya, who started last game getting torched, but definitely stepped up. You know, it's like one of those, because I don't even think they counted that touchdown on Q again. JC, even relax. You're talking about they don't count them on Q. I didn't see that one thing say he gave up a touchdown this last
Nah,
game.
that was him. Nah, that was him. Nah, that was him. And that
He
was
did not give up no touchdowns all year long. He got 2 playoff interceptions.
Nah, that was him. Nah, that was on him.
That when I was on Twitter today.
That was on him.
They did not say he got scored on again, and JC's gonna be loving it. JC's gonna be loving it.
Nah, but look, the Philadelphia Eagles are blessed and cursed at the same time. The only reason why, look, I'm saying this right now is because every year, the past 5 years, we go to the playoffs and our OC is gone, right? And we never have an opportunity to actually go out and get a real OC because by the time we're done out the playoffs, all of them are gone. So if you try to look at a bright side to this, we are early, folks. We are early to the party, and we are about to get us a good OC. Hey, look, I mean, do you have the list of the OCs that's available? Because that's what I really want to talk about. I mean, because I'm almost willing to take 2 of them from our own division. Cliff Kingsbury and freaking the head coach that got fired for the Giants.
Oh, Dable.
I'll take either one of those as an offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Even though, of course,
let's go ahead and see.
Huh?
Is this it?
Nah.
Those are free agents. We're gonna get to that. I did.
Yo, what up, CJ? What up, man? Hey, good luck this weekend, bro. Good luck.
It was. What up, CJ? He was at least nice about it. He was like, "Good game, man." He didn't come with the trophy. That was good. Oh, there it is, right there. Here we go. Here's some of the considerations.
Man, take our quarterback coach off of there. Trash. I don't want no internal.
Nobody that was on the Eagles staff this year. So Scott, I'm sorry, my guy. You might be the best new Sean Payton out there, but not today, my guy. Not this year, and not with the Eagles. But there are some A-ball, you know, quarterback coach for Jalen Hurts at Alabama. You know, he was a good offensive coordinator for the Giants. Just Giants suck. So, you know, you can't really determine that. Before that, he was a great play caller for Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen over there. That's how he got the job. So that's a good candidate. Todd Monken.
I don't know about no Todd Monken, man. Hey, because our team is just like the Ravens, right? And like he don't run the ball when it matters the most. Yo, this dude do not run the ball. He does not give it to Derrick Henry. Like it's always like, where is Derrick Henry? Nah, I don't want that. I don't want him. I don't want nobody that cannot run the ball. That cannot use
run the ball well. But Lamar and Derrick Henry back to back, you know, 1,800 yards.
No. If you watch the Ravens play, it's always where is Derrick Henry? Why and Derrick Henry only get 5 touches in the whole second half? And matter of fact, last game before they got kicked out before the playoffs, Derrick Henry had 5 carries the second half and still went over 100-something yards because this dude decided to take the ball away from Derrick Henry. Give me a Mike McDaniel.
Who's David Webb? Who's that guy? Who? Davis Webb.
Webb. Man, I don't know, man. I need a former head coach as OC. The honest truth, right? That's where I want to go now. I want to know because you, as a former head coach, and your offense is struggling, put yourself as a head coach position. What are you trying to do? What are you going to do? What is the game plan looking like, head coach? You're a former head coach. You want to call and now you're calling plays on the offensive side. So now you are seeing the game from, the offense side. Not the whole head coach, but only the offense. So you should be able to excel with that, right? Yes, a Frank Wright would be. Hey, I'll take Frank Wright back, right? Maybe Dougie P. You know what I mean? Hey, bring him back. You know what I mean? Like somebody like that that's been a future head coach that knows, hey, when these little third and shorts or this game plan or that game plan, they already know what to do, man. I don't want no new head coaches, no new offensive guru. I'll take Cliff Kingsbury. Hey, bring him on. Dable, Dougie P, Frank Wright, anybody like that I would take over.
The thing is, like, we have to get, a guy that's going to be here for longer than a year, my guy. Like, we can't.
But that's the thing. Who?
We can't get, like you said, I don't want to get reinvent the wheel guy, because I heard him talk about, I think it was that Wells guy, how, he hasn't been a coordinator long enough that maybe if he came, he'll want to stay. He does good. He can do a couple years. And before he actually, because other teams would be like, you only did 1 year coordinating, so you're too young to be a head coach type thing, which is cool too. But I want a Big Fangio type coach on offense. Like you said, McDaniels, if he can respect that he might just be the next Josh McDaniels. That's his name, Josh McDaniels from the Patriots. Josh McDaniels was an awesome offensive coordinator, but every time he got
a bad head coach.
Yeah, a horrible head coach.
Yeah.
And you see McDaniels, he came from the Niners, but he was trash. But see, that's what scares me about McDaniels. Everybody wants McDaniels, right? Right?
Yeah, he'll be
Tell
gone.
me this.
Sure.
You want McDaniels, but let me list some players he had, even though a lot of it was defense, but even his offense ain't been that prolific. You had
what?
Waddle.
No. We gotta look at Tua. No. You gotta blame Tua for this. Tua is trash. Tua. No, the first 2 years of Mike McDaniel team, this dude went to the playoff both times. He had double-digit wins, right? His only problem is December. The Dolphins cannot win in this in the playoffs in the cold. But his offense, should they put up 70 on the Broncos? Like, remember? No. He's a good gadget guy. Every time you watch the Dolphins play, Tyreek Hill is ching, ching, ching. Waddle is ching, ching, ching. Like, they're all over the field, right? So I'm going to kind of blame this on Tua, because once Tua started getting hurt, the concussions and stuff like that, man, like, they didn't have a backup quarterback that was, able to take the car and drive it. It was like, okay, well, what do we do now? Because everything was on Tua, but when Tua started digressing, man, that whole team just started going down. It wasn't even his fault the whole time, but definitely I put a lot of it on the quarterback.
So you think that's just all a Tua thing? You don't think?
I think it's a lot of it is Tua. It's not the play calling. I mean, they could score if Tua would stop turning the ball over. You know what I mean? And they finished the season pretty good too. Man, I think they won like 6 out of 7 to finish the season off. Right? They started like really, really bad, and then they finished the season pretty good. But yeah, if we go down that road, I think he's gone next year, because the Philadelphia Eagles is going to a Super Bowl in 2027. They will play in the Super Bowl if the pattern sticks. BG,
yeah.
If it sticks. And in 2022, right? We went to a Super Bowl in 2022, right?
Yes.
2023. But 2023 though, we tried to promote within. We did not go to a Super Bowl. 2024, we went out. We got Kellen Moore. We went to a Super Bowl. 2025, we tried to promote within. We did not go to a Super Bowl. So 2026, if the whole thing is, hey, we go out, we are going to the Super Bowl in 2027, man. Book it right now.
They need to both 14-3 too, because both Super Bowl years 14-3 Super Bowl, both losing with a shitty offensive coordinator. 11-6 first round bust. So
yeah, and I also think the schedule will be a little bit easier, but also look, no back-to-back home games. 10 teams, 10 playoff teams from the previous season was on our schedule. I mean, like, the NFL did us brutal, like crazy. You know what I mean? And we still managed to make the playoffs with the first-time offensive coordinator, with the whole AJ drama throughout the season. This season was one of the most challenging seasons. I'm shocked that we actually won the division back-to-back years.
What about what he just said right here? He says, I'm concerned Lori Howie or low-key Jerry Jones won't get a real OC, going to get another yes man.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. How we went and got Kellen Moore.
But you could say first Super Bowl was Steichen, right? But that was still
Super Bowl was Steichen.
That was still Nick guy. Because Nick brought Steichen in, right? Still Nick guy.
Yeah, but he started the back half of 2021, but then he took over full time, like the whole 2022, and you saw, what happened.
Oh yeah, because he was there both years.
Yeah, but he started off.
He was there the year before we went to Super Bowl. The second year he went to Super Bowl, right?
He took over the play calling the back half of the first year.
Yeah, and was all the way the second year.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And then 2023, we try to get Brian Johnson right inside, and in 24 we went out and got Kellen Moore. And in 2025, we was within. So, no. Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie, one thing that they showed you that they are not afraid to make changes. They'll give the coach. Hey, you think that Nick fired Patullo? Hell no. Howie Roseman was like, this shit got to go. Get rid of him. Man, he was talking about, I talked to Patullo and, I decided we needed some change, I think
it was the same thing that went on with Dougie P. Except for Dougie P's like, no, I want to keep my guy. And Nick says, I don't want to get fired.
Yeah.
I'll write a letter right now to him. I want to stay.
Yeah.
That begs the question, is Nick still the right guy and head coach? A lot of people said Nick Sirianni should be fired too as well. Or did he just, or did this loss expose his ceiling at all? Like, is Nick, because you got to think about this. As much as we say, we've been talking about this for 19 weeks, right? 19 weeks about this offense. The last, 4 weeks? He says, I'm going to put my input in, to try to help out that side of the ball, right? But this is your man. This is who you hire. That's coaching malpractice in itself. You let it go on so long where even A.J. Brown was in week 3 telling you this guy wasn't a dude. And you kept it going the whole time. So we got this guy's back. Yes, we're not moving on. Yes, we're not moving on. Yes, we're not moving on. Over and over and over and over and over again for 19 weeks. And doing that cost us a chance to win a Super Bowl.
So my problem is this. If we are saying that Nick is he the right guy, what does he do? I got to go back to the Ravens. 18 seasons. 18 seasons. John Harbaugh had 1 Super Bowl win under his belt. 18 years. What does he do? He doesn't call plays. He just what? What?
People are actually asking for him and Monken to come over together as a package deal.
What does he do?
Is that people are asking for Monken and him to come over as a package deal.
No. And then let's go back to Mike Tomlin. 19 seasons. This dude, his last playoff win was 10 years ago, 2016. His last playoff win, but he never was under 500 though. But he made the playoffs though. But never. Come on now. So what does he do? So not every coach has to call plays. For some way, somehow, the players love Nick Sirianni. They love playing for him. That's all you need. He knows how to get his point across, regardless how stupid he may sound. But some of these players love to play for him. And look, I would not fire a Super Bowl winning head coach that went to the Super Bowl twice in 5 years and could have easily won 2 Super Bowls in 3 years if we had a good defensive coordinator in the Super Bowl. One stop. He was one stop away from winning 2 Super Bowls.
One of those years, good defensive coordinator, 11-6. One of those years, we need to get an offensive coordinator, 11-6.
Like, so I understand that people saying like, what does Nick do? Who out there, the Mike McDaniel, like who out there would you bring to be the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles that could do a better job, that have a better resume than Nick Sirianni right now? Name me one coach that's available right now that have a better resume than Nick Sirianni.
You said, then why did they fire him? Well, actually speak, I guess no one really has a better resume because Nick's won more games than anybody in the first 5 years. But so Talon did too. But Talon was there when he started. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Talon never missed a playoffs this whole time. Never had a losing season this whole time. He's won a Super Bowl. He just stepped down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's an offensive quarterback type minded guy.
He doesn't do nothing. He doesn't call plays. If these people are saying, what does Nick do? We are going to bring the same coach in here, a Tomlin, a Harbaugh, that does nothing better than Nick Sirianni. They fired Doug Peterson because after that bad season we had, the owner and the GM gave him an option. Hey, your guys was trash. Okay, you see how bad this season went? Your guys was trash. You got a choice here, Doug. Either you replace your guys or you could walk. Because why are you going to do the exact same thing? If this is not working, why am I going to bring it back to the next season? It's not going to work. And in Philly, it's one thing I love about Philly, we have no patience for bullshit. Hey, I don't care how many Super Bowls.
And what the fuck was this year?
No. When I mean when change needs to happen, change happen. If not, then you walk. From players to coaches. If you don't agree with our method, you gotta go. And just like T.O. was gone, freaking AJ, you know what I mean? In my opinion, might be gone.
Oh, you know we're gonna get into that one for sure.
Yeah. Yes. And the owner and the GM, they know how the fans are. We are the reason why that there's so much pressure in Philly sports. The fans are the reason why that drive these owners to make, to go out and trade for people, to go out and get the OC, to get the head coach. It's not them saying, yeah, no. They know we would have pitchforks and signs and egging houses if that shit don't get fixed. You know what I mean? So we're the reason why that Philly's always like, hey, we need to see production. Like we won a Super Bowl last year and we're pissed off this year. I mean, acting like, hey, we didn't just win the Super Bowl. We just won the Super Bowl less than a year ago, but we are pissed off because we want more. And the way we are, and that's how they feel us.
If Nick is fired, you guys think he'd get a head coaching job next season?
Next season?
Like this upcoming, if we were to fire Nick, because how we always say, what does Nick do?
Yeah.
If we were to fire him, would he have a job this upcoming season? I remember Dougie P, did he go straight there? He had to take a year off.
Yeah, he took a year off.
Dougie
P took a year off.
Do you think it'd be the same thing for Nick, or do you think teams would be like clamoring at the door, just like 9 or 7 head coaching jobs available, 7 or 9, and they'd be clamming at the door to go get a Nick Sirianni.
No, I don't think so. Because I think that he's the perfect coach for Philly, though. And when I mean that he's a good coach, he fits us, right? He embodies us, right? His his nastiness, his jokiness sometimes, his goofiness, like he's pissed off on the sideline. I mean, he's our emotions watching the game, right? I mean, I don't want no John Harbaugh like this. And then, man, we over here like, go get it. And then man, he's like this. And that's what he does. Yeah, he sit like this on the sideline or just in Clapper. Like, I don't want nobody like, I want that fiery coach, man. And that's what Nick is to me, So no, I don't think he would be hired. But, I mean, it probably may give him a couple interviews to see.
Like they said, we had a top shelf liquor. We had top shelf liquor with no bartender. Play caller. Causing figures for the next OC.
Hey, look. Hey, we had the top
shelf. Because I be listening to these guys talk about even Jalen Hurts. And half of those people are saying, Jalen's even had our boy Shady or my boy, because I know you hate it. You don't really like Shady, but listen what he had to say about Jalen.
Yeah. And then Jalen Hurts, I gotta be honest, man. Like, Jalen Hurts, I need you to be special. Make plays. And then like, I did a lot of digging, man. And I won't throw them under the bus here, but I know some people, right? And the problem is, we can't do different exotic looks, different formations, different motions, because I'm hearing that he can't really do it. So when we get to a game like this where we gotta have it, like we playing against the Niners, they're like their second unit. I'm not disrespecting them because they played really, really well, but everything that we needed the Niners to do, they did. Brock Purdy played solid. He didn't play great. He gave us 2 turnovers, 2 bad ones. We got field position from bad, punts, different punts because of the wind, and we didn't capitalize on it at all. And I look at the quarterback, it's like, yo, how in the world, if we have all these special players, got a Hall of Fame type running back, Hall of Fame type wide receiver.
Just
see where it get. Look, I did some dig-ins too. Right?
I'm cutting them off. He be flip-floppy. I don't like it. He be flip-floppy with Shady be flip-floppy.
Right, just like y'all said, right? Hey, look, will anybody hire Nick if he's available right now? Where's Brian Johnson at? Is he calling plays somewhere? Is anybody going to hire Kevin Patullo? This is the problem. Jalen Hurts is being handicapped. He's being asked to do special shit without special anything. Like, you know what I mean? You could have all the talent in the world. The 4 verticals on quarter defense, nobody's open. What you want him to do? Run for 11 yards on 4th and 11? And then
that was the most horrible. And listen, the funny thing about that whole play call is Jalen Hurts. Look at this.
You got to be able to hold the ball a little bit long enough to get that ball out. And it's not a 3-yard. It's not 4th and 3. It's 4th and 11. You got to allow this receivers a chance to run down the field a little bit. So there might be an element of adding an extra either tight end or running back into protection, but then still allowing a one-on-one throw to.
He's looking like, is that really the fucking play you want me to go out here and run? That? He looked at Nick like, Nick, you want to run this too? Like, this is what we're doing? We called a timeout to run 4 vertical routes. Why did we waste a timeout for to call 4 vertical routes when we only needed 11 yards?
Yeah. But the biggest thing is we had 3 timeouts. We had 3 timeouts. We had 3 timeouts before we called that timeout. 2nd and 11, 3rd and 11. We had 3 timeouts now. We still had 2 timeouts after this timeout happened. So where was the draw, right? Just to get at least 4 or 5 yards, because the 49ers are playing what? The 49ers are playing not to give up a touchdown. That's the only way they could lose. Only way that they could lose is they were playing not to get beat deep.
They're covered 4 deep. A deep cover 4.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying it's 2nd and 11, 3rd and 11. A creative play call where at least say, hey, let's do a running back draw, right? We still got 3 timeouts, and we at the 25-yard line. So it's not like if we at midfield, we are within 25-yard line, and the 49ers are playing to not get beat deep. So if they're playing a quarters defense, you could run up the middle at least for 4, 5, 6 yards and call timeout. And now you get closer and closer and closer. To go 2nd and 11, nothing. 3rd and 11, nothing. 4th and 11, come on now. I mean, that's easy defense, man. That's easy all day.
That was garbage play calling. You could have ran underneath. You could have done a lot of things. Remember when we played, who we just played? Detroit, was it? And it was 4th for like 11. What they do? A hook and ladder. Do something creative. Run a freaking. I would have even been mad if you did an AJ slant. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not a 5-yard slant.
Like it was the Bills. The Bills did that.
But like an 8-yard slant. So when he slants, it's going to be around the 1st yard anyway. I would have preferred that. But you know what someone else was saying was, do you think he only threw it to Goddard because of all the drops that AJ just had one of the worst games I've ever seen. And listen to our boys talk about AJ.
So let's talk about AJ Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't good enough.
No, you want to call yourself the best receiver in football. I mean,
you got to make those plays.
There was 3 of them that, I mean, the 2 posts that one, you're right. There was DPI on it. I watched the replay, but catch the ball.
Hit you in the hands. You got to catch the ball. And then Dallas Goedert bailed him out on that 4th down play because he dropped one on 3rd down
and that
on the last drive.
That might have been the easiest catch of them all.
Yeah.
And then he didn't talk to the media after the game.
He did not. I approached him. He was like shaking some hands and dapping up some of his teammates. I said, "Hey AJ, do you have a minute?" And he said, "I'm about to get out of here," and he left. Which, look, normally I hate making it like that guy didn't talk to the media. Look, this is a situation where he hasn't talked publicly in months. Which, whatever, that's fine. You play a game like that, you call yourself the best receiver in football, you drop passes in crucial situations. I think you got to stand there and talk about it.
Yeah, and not for us, but for the fans.
It's not for me. It's like you got to be accountable.
We can do our job without a quote from AJ Brown, certainly. But, yeah, you got to be accountable, and fans are paying your salary, and you owe it to them to explain what happened and how you dropped those passes.
He dropped 4 or 5 passes that game. And it's not the fact that he
two legit ones. I mean, it was like 2 legit passes that
3 legit ones, I think. 3 definitely legit ones. The one where he went like this, and it's like he pulled his hands back before the ball even got there. It was like that deep post or whatever. He was like, and the ball went deep. I was like, what?
It was around the receiver. I mean, it was like around the receiver too, because on the DB, right? But I think, look, overall, man, I saw at least 2 legit passes. If he would have catch either one of them, like might be off to the races or at least a good chunk yards, right? But my only disappointing thing about AJ, man, is you can't leave like that. You can't. I mean, like that. You are so loser. I mean, you are a sore loser, man. Like to leave like that as a captain of the team, and then you can't just stand there and just talk for like 5 minutes after you had one of your worst games. Come on, man. Like, yeah, he's a mini TO, man. I mean, he's a mini TO that.
Doesn't this feel like the TO ending with Donovan McNabb and TO? Like, we all want them to get along. We all want them to be together. You know what I'm saying? We all want them to get things right. But this whole AJ Jalen thing, was a big soccer thing this year. This whole AJ coordinator thing was a big soccer this year. This guy even said, Bruce Banner said, AJ's a female the way he's been acting out there. And like you said, being the captain, how are you going to come out all those games talking about you ain't getting the ball? You're so proud to talk about you ain't getting the ball. You got your chest out in interviews talking about, This is hot trash. Your old freaking live stream talking about the OC. It's a shit show. All this stuff. But when it comes down to you saying that you want to be the best receiver in the game, you said this, AJ. We didn't say this. You said this live to us. You said that that's why you were mad because you wasn't getting the ball. You want to be the one to get the ball in prime time clutch situations when we're games on the line, give you the ball, and how you're not getting it. And now that we're in the playoffs, a bye week last week, because no one played last week, you come into this game, you play like shit. Play like shit. Dropping balls left and right. And I know you say 2, but as a star receiver in this here NFL, you catching all those balls that was thrown to AJ in the playoff game. If that was Jetta, Minnesota, he's catching all of them. Jamar Chase, probably catching all of them. Neighbors, catching all of them. Star receivers with hands catch all of the balls, AJ. And then for you, like you said, to skirt out like that, like some little, I ain't want to cuss like that. Like that is some whack mess. I'm trying not to cuss too much. That's some whack mess there. And you need to be ashamed of yourself. Now, I know people say his contract, we take a 26 hit if we were to trade him before June, $14 million hit if we trade him after June. But that is got to be a deep discussion. Is it going to be we get a new offense coordinator that talks to him, was like, hey, don't worry about it, dog, I got you. And he stays? Or we got to get him out of here because this is not just the first year of A.J. Brown's saga throughout the season. Even last year, I know we won a Super Bowl, but we had it last year too.
I think if they do the post-June 1st thing, we will save about $7 million in cap space this year, but then next year cap hit is like $26 million that cap money. So that's a lot. That's a lot, man. Especially when Carter guy get paid, Yeah, but we didn't have this much talent on defense that young guys that's coming up to get paid. Man, Carson Wentz had factory workers as wide receivers. You know what I mean? Like Carson Wentz did not have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley.
Everybody loved Fulgham. Everybody loved what was the other dude that everybody Ward Fulgham. Like they're like, no, we can't get rid of Ward. He's so good for our team.
Yeah, I think something needs to happen, and once again,
so he did quit.
We know how Philly is going to do. We know what Harry Roseman might do. He doesn't care about this BS, man. Like he want a drama-free team.
Yeah,
and we've seen it with players. He's not afraid to trade somebody. And AJ Brown, look, we appreciate him as a Philadelphia Eagle. He will always be an Eagle, man. He won a Super Bowl here with us. But I also think that it's time for us to move on from him. Because, I hate talking about this with you just all season long. I'm like, oh, AJ's not it's exhausting for me, right? To the point where I'm like, hey, Smitty has proven that he could be a true number one. We just got to make sure that we, get somebody else, beside him. And look, Darius Cooper, when he gets his opportunities, he's catching the ball, right? He could be a slot wide receiver, or we could just pay freaking
like a mini AJ.
We could pay Jahan and have Jahan, Darius Cooper, but we need at least one more wide receiver to at least say, hey, we, a wide receiver core is top 5 at least, right? But I'm tired of it, man. I'm exhausted.
Do you think that is the right decision to go ahead and trade?
Yeah, I do think so because one person is not bigger than the team, and then one person could also mess up with your quarterback, right? Because Smitty and Hurts, hey, look, they're tight, man. I mean, like they tight.
And Smitty don't cause beef.
Nah, man. And he doesn't. He always smiling. Like, go make some. Smitty is the best wide receiver in the NFL when it comes to difficult catches. I mean, for his frame, for his height, for his size, this dude do not care. He's not afraid to lay his body on the line, go up. I mean, sideline. I mean, it come down, body slamming off the ball. But I'm telling right there. I mean, to me,
but he only missed that one catch
in the NFL. I've not seen one other wide receiver that could do what he does consistently, like the whole time since he's been in the NFL to be his size.
Do you think it could be one of them things where, like you said, we could just re-sign a Jahan Dawson? We already got Cooper. I think we had another receiver too that they were looking at that was doing pretty good.
Yeah, he got hurt.
And then we draft, because I think I watched one mock draft already. I don't know why I was looking at it, but it's mock draft season, obviously, for a lot of teams, and we are one of those teams since we're going to Cancun early. And they had, I think it was a Boston College receiver who slotted at the 23rd spot. So there are going to be some good receivers in the draft. Do you think you go with another young guy? You don't have to pay. You don't have to give Dawson too much money because you don't have stats to back it up. Cooper's still a young cat. You don't have to pay no money to, and you just keep paying Smitty. I think if you gave Smitty, just like we say with A.J. Brown, if A.J. Brown didn't have Smitty, he would be that top receiver guy, with the closer to 1,000-yard season. You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's just a point where maybe you don't need two number one receivers? Because, you look at that across the league, and there's not very many teams with two number ones. There's like guys that could be number ones, or you got like the Rams who got Devontae Adams, who was a great number one, but he's at the back end of his career, so he doesn't have to be the number one. You're never going to hear him crying and, bitching about being targets and things like that. He's just happy to be on a team type thing. And let Smitty go ahead from here on out and be the receiver of the Philadelphia Eagles, the number one receiver, and, get these pieces there. Because I feel like the pressure, if you look at our offense, ever since AJ said giving them the ball, and we switched over to getting them the ball, we lost a lot of football games. Because our offensive coordinator was so trash, for one, and for two, that's all he cared about was get them. Even if they were like he said, just to get them the ball plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need an offensive coordinator to think like that, and we don't need a player on the team to make our offensive coordinator think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be unselfish in this whole act. Saquon unselfish throughout most of the season when he didn't get as many touches he needed to get this year.
Yeah.
You got to be that team captain that's unselfish and be down with the program. Now, if AJ can go into this offseason, say we get a Mike McDaniels, right? Mike comes in and be like, hey, AJ, don't worry about it. I got you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some passes, but everybody can get the ball too. But you're going to get yours. Every talented player on this team will get yours. So don't worry about it. And AJ can come into this season with new hope and new attitude and take accountability for what he just did by just walking out on all Eagles Nation because you mad that you sucked. Then maybe we go ahead and keep him another year. Because AJ is a good receiver. No doubt about it. I'm not shitting poo-pooing on how talented the man is. I'm just like, you're not a leader. You're not a captain. You're not a freaking, you're a diva. You're a TO type guy. You're becoming more of a cancer than you are a player. If you were backing things up, if you went and caught those passes, we might not lost the game. And that's not just this game. That's not, AJ's had plenty of games where he's been dropping balls or not into it, or it looks like he's running half-ass speed throughout the game. This is not the first game we can talk about that. AJ been doing that shit all year long. It's like she checked out week 3. He's like, this offense is trash. I'm not even going to give full effort. This is trash. I'm not even worried about it. If he could, I don't think he can do it.
AJ is one of those wide receivers where he's got to be the focus. I think that he don't ran his course in Philly. We won a Super Bowl. He's getting paid. I don't think that any office coordinator should come in here and try to kiss AJ Brown's ass. You know what I mean? If you're office coordinator, you use your guys. We have too many weapons on this team. Maybe that's a problem, right? We need less talent to win, right? I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but overall, I think that Devontae Smith is good enough to be a legit number one. And as soon as AJ Brown leave, I guarantee you Devontae Smith will be making the Pro Bowl every year. Every year he will be making the Pro Bowl every year. We just need another guy that could put just the fear of somebody and say, oh my God, hey, we gotta respect this guy too. We cannot be double teaming Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. Remember, he might be gone. So now we got some.
That's the next thing before we get out of here I want to talk about. Is hey guys, this team that we've seen this year, regardless of how talented you think it is, it's going to look a lot different next year. Look at these free agents. Look at these free agents. Blankenship. If we got a better safety, I wouldn't care. If we only drafted a safety, I might worry a little bit. I'm not too worried about the Blankenship. Nakobe Dean, as much as I like Nakobe, you don't stay healthy for me. And Jahad Campbell has to play. So I'm assuming you're going to be the odd man out in that situation. Dallas Goedert, we don't got another tight end. So hopefully we can get you re-signed. Jahan Dotson, if AJ moves, it's your time to re-sign and try to earn a big contract. And Jalen Phillips is a must-sign, period. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Everybody has your favorite players you want to sign in the offseason. And for me, that is Jalen Phillips got to come back this year. How do you feel about this list?
Look, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, man. There's only 2 players on this list that will I'm like, hey, we need to re-sign these players. Okay. Jalen Phillips for sure is number 1. Jahan, he didn't do much this season, and I don't know how much he's going to do. Dallas Goedert, this is his first healthy season. Congratulations. It's contract year. People seem to stay healthy during contract year. I don't know why or how is that possible. Hey, you hurt for 4 years, but on contract year, you bank on yourself. All of a sudden, you stay healthy the whole freaking season. Okay, well, I don't trust that. No Kobe Dean, he needs to get re-signed to me. Because right now, even Vic Fangio do not trust Jahad Campbell enough to say, hey, he's the bona fide, our linebacker next to Zach Bond. The run defense got a lot better once Nakobe Dean came back. So I think that he needs to be re-signed. Phillips needs to get re-signed. And Reed, this dude is not that good. Yes, he's exciting White, you know what I mean, man. Him and Cooper DeJean. I'll just keep him there for just to keep Coop or him happier or something. But we need to upgrade that safety position. I'm sorry.
I'm just keeping him there for Coop's expense. And Coop's an all-pro with their side rights happy. God damn it, we don't want to mess none of that up. Have him feeling sad about his brother leaving.
And that's about it. Look. There's nobody on that list that's gonna make or break our team besides those 2 guys that I really think, because defense is gonna have to be our driving force for the next few years. Honestly,
don't you think Jahad Campbell, first round pick, right? Baller in college, right? He understood, and actually, when Jahad got benched, he came back in for Jacoby the second time. He got better in the run game. So don't you think a full off season you can get a Jahad Campbell? Especially if he takes the off season serious. Works out, get bigger, faster, stronger. Don't you think that he can just take over that spot? Because, like I said before, when Kobe Dean was defensive rookie of the year, hands down. You know what I'm saying?
But not for stopping the. Okay, so as a linebacker,
not for stopping the run in the beginning.
Okay,
but when Kobe Dean came back and got hurt, he was stopping the run the second time around.
No. See, the problem is I don't want to say, hey, let me wait and see if Jahan. If he beat Nakobe Dean out, that's fine. Once again, that's okay to beat somebody out. Just like Jahan Campbell beat out your boy Trouter. It's okay. But do not automatically say, hey, we are banking on, we are putting so much pressure on this second-year guy to take the next step and help this run defense that was bad before Nakobe Dean got inserted back into the defense, because he's like Nakobe Dean, even in college, sideline to sideline, he's always been great. You know what I mean? Meeting the ball carrier at the hole, he always been great. His only problem was health. Yes, this past year, matter of fact, he didn't even miss this time this season. Well, he didn't get hurt this season. He was coming back from his, from last season injury. So, I mean, yes, I know he's too small
again this year. He just came back for the playoffs, but remember, he was gone for like a couple games too.
Yeah, but why not just keep him though, right? Hey, look, if we could keep him on a short deal, a sweet deal, right? Because look, no could be Dean. If he goes out there, not a lot of team is going to say, "Hey, let me give you this 4-year, this $80-something million contract, right? This $60 million contract." No, I mean he's probably going to get a 1-year prove-it deal wherever he goes. He's going to get a 1-year prove-it deal.
Yeah, but all linebackers leave Philly and end up good. T.J. Edwards played great with the Bears.
But T.J. Edwards was good here. He was good here, though. We just didn't resign because we never put so much emphasis on linebackers since Trouter. You know what I mean? Since Bradham, you know what I mean? The 1-year deals, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. But T.J. Edwards was good. Kendrick was good. I mean, hey, they were good here. We just didn't resign them. Like, we didn't know how important having, linebackers were until the past few years where it was like, we need linebacker. And then they start listening to the fans. We need cornerback. They start listening to the fans, right? That's what I'm saying. The Phillies put pressure on these owners to make the moves that we want them to make.
Eddie says this. So what do you think about this, about Dean?
But Dean has always been too small. He's always been too small. He played in the SEC. Small.
That's why he keeps getting
hurt.
You
can't say that about Dean. And then Devontae Smith is small. Freaking Jaden Daniels.
No. They play totally different positions, my guy. Like,
but no Kobe Dean had 120.
They gotta go. Devontae Smith on most of his catches don't even get hit.
Okay, the problem is this, right? You're saying that he's small. Who's he tackling? Running backs.
He's going against big ass linemen blocking him.
And that's what I'm saying. He meets the running back in the hole. He's small, but he's quick with it though. That's why he was second on the team with 120-something tackles last season. He still was small, but you know what? But he's so fast. He's quick to the hole, and a running back is. Hey, you see, can't a running back block him? You saw Dean running over running backs this past season. I mean, was I the only one watching?
Yeah, that's true.
This dude is one of the best blitzing linebackers there is in the NFL. No matter how big a running back is, he's running right through you. So, I mean, if your only thing is linemen are, pushing him downfield, but he don't really get touched by linemen like that. Like, he's sideline to sideline, hit the hole, running, you know what I mean? So all that good stuff. So I would keep Dean back. I would never thought that I'll be fighting this hard for Dean, but man, I've seen enough this past year that he makes a big difference during the run game.
His exposure and also that Georgia connection in terms of core players, right? The Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Nakobe Dean. Like, those are 4 first-round picks that are good football players. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're good football players. He is good at blitzing. They say he can't cover. A lot of people want to give Dean crap for that whole McCaffrey touchdown. But guess what? Every linebacker would have been shook on that.
He's a dog, man. I mean, look.
He was covering the flat, and he had to come in on a Texas route. He got burned. Yeah, I know you guys want to say that was horrible defense, but at the end of the day, the only gripe I have against Nakobe Dean is every time he flashes. What up, Miss Ash? How you doing? The only time he flashes. Shout out to all you guys in here, man. Just hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We love all you guys, and we love all the support, man, that you guys been giving us all year long. But its only downside is He gets hurt when he plays the best. When he's rolling, is when he gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like that year, he wasn't really playing. He wasn't starting. He was kind of going back and forth playing. He didn't get hurt. But both years he started. You're the guy. You're the leader. You look like you're a freaking should be all
got
pro.
hurt in the playoffs last year, though, man. You can't say. I mean, he played a whole 17 game. He got hurt in the playoffs, so he showed you a whole regular season that he can stay healthy. But he got hurt in the playoffs. And then he tried to, come back this season and all that good stuff. But look, we need Dean. Okay.
What about Dallas Goedert? Then do you think Dallas
Goedert could go? He could go.
He just had the most touchdowns.
See that 1 year? No. See, you weren't about that 1 year with Dallas Goedert.
This year,
1 year.
The most recent year.
It's hurt every year. It's an automatic 4 games. Dallas Goedert. Here we go again. He's the one. When he start rolling, he get hurt at the worst time. 3-4 games in, he's out for 5. I'm like, what the heck? This season is the only season he stayed healthy. This season, besides his rookie season, that he really didn't play that much because of Zach Ertz.
If you look at the landscape of tight ends out there, I heard someone in the chat earlier was talking about, you could just draft another tight end.
Yes, you can.
That's good as Dallas Goedert.
I mean, how good is Dallas Goedert?
He's top 3.
I mean, is he an All-Pro?
He's top 3.
Is he an All-Pro?
Who was the All-Pro tight end?
Is he a Pro Bowler?
Who they picked this year?
Oh, no. No. The answer is no. No
All-Pro.
No Pro Bowler.
Who they picked though? Could Kelsey do good this year?
Well, Kelsey was on the downhill.
Kittle didn't make the All-Pro, I don't think.
But look, we're talking about Dallas Goedert right now. Hey, don't try to compare. No,
12 touchdowns.
So off of 1 year,
started to use them in the red zone in a way they never used them. He has 12 touchdowns, my guy, in the red zone.
Dallas Goedert had oh shoot, let me go to the season.
How you talking about Goddard getting hurt?
So Dallas Goedert had 590. Look, 591 yards, 11 touchdowns, right, in the regular season. So you mean to tell me that you can't get a tight end from the draft to give you 500-600 yards?
Who?
I mean, look, I haven't started looking at the draft yet.
I'm right here.
I'm telling you, of all those positions that you are saying that you're going to pay a tight end that showed you 1 year production for 591 yards.
But you got to realize Dallas is not going to ask for number 1 tight end money.
Okay. Look, if he's not going to ask for number 1 or number 5 tight end money, hey, right now he's making $10 million a year.
Sure. He just had 12 touchdowns, my guy.
Man, you weren't about the 12 touchdowns that anybody. His touchdowns were 5 yards out.
Did you see the touchdown?
Was like a hand around.
What other tight end this year had 12?
You act like he was wide open. What?
What other touchdowns? Tight ends this year had 12 touchdowns.
I don't care, BG. Did you watch the game? Just stop trying to. You trying to.
But it's all Jalen's one of Jalen's.
No. Wait, hold on, man. Because.
But Eddie got a good question for you, just for you. How you gonna talk about Goddard getting hurt, but it's okay for Dean to get hurt?
Dallas Goedert get hurt every year to play tight end position. Now, Kobe Dean is asking to tackle, to run, like back and forth, go through guys, tackle guys, sideline to sideline, change position fast. Dallas Goedert is a tight end that every year he get hurt. For what? For going for passing, but for catching a pass, he falls down, he's out for 3 games. Like he's not tackling nobody. He's not like, I mean, he's not like a George Kittle or what's the other beast tight end? George Kittle is like the only one that's really, really physical now. But I mean, that's why, right? I mean, Kobe Dean does more on the defensive side than Dallas Goedert does on the offensive side. Matter of fact, we don't even need an elite tight end when you have elite wide receivers. Like, that's why he will never make the Pro Bowl. He's been on the team for 5 years.
I feel like if you don't re-sign Goddard, you have to get a legit, and I mean not a freaking Dawson, a legit receiver 3.
But I don't think you do, because not a lot of teams use their third wide receivers like that.
But Jalen throws to him a lot. How many?
No. Not a lot of teams use it. It's called using your 1 and 2 receivers and put them in the slot. It's called motioning. It's called scheming to put these guys in, like, you know what I mean, in the slot. That's why you're looking at this third wide receiver and say, oh my God, no, there's no elite third wide receivers in the league. Not one. Not one. No, it's 1 and 2. And then your tight end. That's it. But then you have a Saquon Barkley, right? So that's why you don't need all those weapons when you have a Saquon Barkley with 2 elite wide receivers. You can do without Dallas Goedert.
So you're saying, do you think that was help out the situation by letting a Goddard go and maybe even trading to AJ where you don't have so many mouths to feed?
No, that will cripple your team. Like, hey, you can't let everybody go now. I'm just saying that you trying to say, hey, let's keep Goddard. Hey, but then what? I mean, do you want to keep AJ? Get rid of him?
Get rid of AJ. If we keep Goddard, get rid of AJ.
Get an elite, a wide receiver, because you're going to pay Dallas Goedert money that he might be your second.
What did we pay him this year? $10 million?
No. He banked on himself. This is his last year of his deal, and I think he's making like $10 million.
Yeah, pay him $10 million again.
Oh, what do you mean? What, $10 million for 4 years, 5 years? That's top 3 tight end money. Like, how long?
$10 million in top 3 for tight end money.
I mean, if you do the whole math, all right, go ahead, talk. Let me see.
I'm thinking we can get rid of the guy. Like, only if, like, you got to make a decision, because I feel like we have the highest paid offense in the league.
Yes, we do.
If we're having problems getting them all the ball, then maybe we should eliminate a couple of those guys and focus on getting the ones you want to get the ball. Like we said earlier, I believe Smitty's an all-around receiver. Smitty can go deep. Smitty can do short routes. Smitty can go outs, in, every route, route tree. So go ahead and make Smitty your number 1. Like, that could be your feature receiver, and Smitty will be happy about it because he won't have to struggle to get 1,000 yards. He would have 1,600 yards. He would become the one of the best, like he did in college football. When he started over Alabama, he had all those cats, in Alabama, all them cats that were good. You had the dude that went to jail from the Raiders, what that dude's name was, Ruggs. You had the guy from Browns, Judy. You had, the guy in the Dolphins, Waddle. You had Mechie. He played with, like, all these top flight receivers, but the year he finally got to be the man, he did something no other receiver, only I think one other receiver did. That's win the Heisman. So
okay, all right, enough of that. Man, that stuff that's talking about that, I don't even know what you're talking about. Hey, the tight end money, right? This is the tight end money. Yo, he's making $14.25 million this year. The next guy on top of him is 16, then 17, then 19, then 19. So you telling me that you're gonna pay him what 15 to stay a year?
As low as you can go is you only can go as low as number 6.
Wait, he's number 6 right now, right?
No, he's 5.
No, he's 0.25, right? So you mean to tell me that he's worth $15 million?
But we're gonna have a bigger salary cap this year.
No. But the problem is this:
every year the salary cap goes up.
So big. Bro, you're not thinking about the Cooper DeJean, the the Creon Mitchell, they both was drafted the same round. They're both going to get paid together. The Jordan Davis, the Jalen Carter, like all 4 of those guys have to get paid the next couple years. So why are we going to use $15 million on a tight end? Even though the
cap's going to go up.
I mean, man, you keep saying it goes up, man. It's not a freaking unlimited cap. You still got to pay your players. And now your offensive linemen, right? They getting injured. So now what? Are you going to keep the Lane Johnson, or are you going to go out and draft somebody or bring somebody else in? I mean, we got a lot of decision to make.
That's another thing. Lane even coming back this year.
Tight end is my lowest on my priority list right now.
The lowest. So you don't care about
the lowest.
I
mean, you could draft a tight end. You could draft a tight end. Look, how many tight ends went in the first round this past year? Huh?
Actually, the last couple of years, the good tight ends have actually been good. So
yeah, they actually been good, and they were there in the second round too, right? I mean, we'll be fine. Hey, we drafted Goddard in the second round. I mean, we could draft a tight end in the second round, but my first round is got to be line. I need offensive line. Man, I'm done with this. Hey, look, Lane Johnson, I love the guy. But Fred Johnson ain't it. Lane Johnson, he's hurt every year.
Fred Johnson's not it? He's not
No. He's a good backup for like one game, but
he might be a Via Veda.
Nah, we need offensive line, man. We need to go offensive line, and I guarantee you Howie is going offensive line this round because he saw enough.
What about the play of Jergy and Landon Dickerson?
I just think, I mean, they'd be fine. I mean, look, I think that they will be fine. And they're young enough, right? I mean, it's not like, man, they're going on 10 years or, I mean, it's like 5-6 years in for a Dickerson. Him and Smitty was drafted in the same draft, I think. I think him and Smitty was drafted in the same draft.
Yeah.
So, and Juergens, I mean, he was there, 3 years ago, so he's fine. But the only person is, man, that right tackle spot, we got to get it fixed, man.
The right guard spot. I don't think that freaking Steen's it. So who you drafted first? A tackle to replace a Lane Johnson that might actually play another year, or a guy to replace Steen?
A tackle, because to me it's easier to to mask your interior than your outs, right?
When
because
Lane was healthy, our guard was still trash.
What happened?
So when Lane was healthy, our guard was still trash.
Yeah, but the problem is this. But if you want the best of the best, like if you want an offensive tackle, and look, hey, who knows? You might draft an offensive tackle that could play guard too. You know what I mean? Like we got Stoutland University still, right? So I mean, just because we draft a tackle for the future doesn't mean he can't, play right guard right next to Lane Johnson. You never know, but I refuse to go another year not drafting Lane Johnson replacement. Lane Johnson every year gets hurt. He's like, Goddard, Dean, Johnson. Every year, those guys there. But those are the good players on our team, too.
How do you feel Hinton did?
Who?
Hinton, the rookie. He actually got to play the last game of the season.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, I was probably high or drunk or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
He wasn't like game changing, so it's not like we haven't been drafting linemen in the last couple of years. We just
but we don't draft him in the first round though.
A first round offensive lineman this year.
Okay, we should make a wager. What do the Eagles do first round this year? What do the Eagles do first round this year?
Jay-Z to come out. With a real Jay-Z stand up.
Hey, you still owe me my jersey, by the way. Yo, I let you go a whole season without getting my jersey.
I want my lunch.
I want my jersey, my God. Yo, I want my jersey. Hey, you owe me from last all season my jersey. Hey, don't pay me. Yo, I want my jersey. But then look, no. So you think, all right, you Howard Roseman right now, you saw how banged up. This team goes as far as the offensive line going to take it. That's what I saw this past season. Because, man, even if we had a good offensive line, I think that the run that the run game would be a lot better. I mean, regardless how KP was calling the plays, but Barkley, you have Barkley back there, and you don't need a lot of room for him. But man, I mean, from the jump, Jurgens, he getting pushed back. Dickerson, he getting pushed back.
They weren't healthy the whole year. We can say that. We can say that right now. Jurgie and Dickerson were not healthy all year long.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But I told you that before the season even started when he had the knee surgery. I told you. I'm like, yo, it's gonna be a bad year.
He rushed himself back. He did that. He rushed himself back like an idiot. Oh, Quinn. No, you shouldn't have been playing. You should have been sitting out the first 4 weeks of the season. And then you could have came back strong and healthy and all that shit. That's the only blessing I feel like that this loss helped us. It's telling us, because we knew our team wasn't. Everybody had questions. Everybody's like, I think our team can make it to the NFC Championship. But no one was really pushing the narrative that we could win a back-to-back Super Bowl. For real, for real. Like, if you watched the season, you're a fucking logical fan. You knew for a fact that that was pretty far-fetched. We needed things to change to get to that point to where we can be confident enough to feel like we're going to win a Super Bowl this year from the way the seasons unfold. I'm not saying before the season. I'm talking about as the season unfolded, right? Like, I just feel like we should have sat him for sure. We should have sat him, and our offensive line was trash all year long. Like, there was not a game where our offensive line looked good.
And I think that's where the problem started, the season, because the trenches is where you win. Like, your defensive line, your offensive line. We are built in the trenches. I mean, we built inside out. And when your offensive line is banged up from the first snap, man, and preseason, the open practice, Dickerson, he hurt his knee and all this stuff. I was like, damn, it's going to be a long season. But no, if I'm Howie Roseman, I'm definitely going 2 linemen back-to-back. Back-to-back. Guard tackle. 2. Because I think you could address the free safety. Look, I think you could address the safety position in free agency. And I think that tight end, you could get a decent tight end, in the 3rd round. I mean, a day 1 starter in the 3rd round. Like, look, there's guys that drafted in the 3rd round. I mean, most likely, they're going to start.
The only ones that are out that get drafted from the 1st round.
Huh?
Well, the dude from the Colts.
Warren.
He's a
Warren, Bauer's
1st round pick. Like, the tight ends that are balling are 1st rounders.
Laporta. I think Laporta was the first.
Yeah.
Or Laporta was probably
your 1st round pick to get that tight end.
But no. Hey, give me a right guard, right tackle, bona fide. Hey, start them. Boom. And now your whole line is fixed again.
But what happens if Lane comes back? You just said
Lane is going to miss 4 or 5 games every year.
He never misses every year.
Every year.
Last year, how many games Lane missed?
He missed enough.
He missed enough. What's really messed up? Before that game started this last Sunday, they made it seem like Lane was fucking playing.
Yeah, we thought that
everybody thought he was fucking. I wasn't worried about the Niners that much because I knew Lane was playing.
Yeah, the soreness.
He didn't play that game, man. They tricked us. They catfished us.
Nah, it was soreness, man. I mean, he's trying to come back from a broken foot. I mean, this dude is 300. I mean, pushing almost 400 pounds. Like, he's like 6'5", 6'8". You know what I mean? And he's a big dude. And as a right tackle, you need to push. Like, keep pushing back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I understand why he didn't play. I mean, he got sore over time because he was trying to push.
You play through the pain. There's ejections that you can get.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I mean, like, it's going to be interesting. Hey, we definitely going to have a draft show, man. We definitely going to have a free agency show.
Okay. Before we get out, I got 2 questions for you. The first question is, do you think that the Eagles wasted Super Bowl level caliber roster with bad coaching this year.
No, it's. I mean, bad play calling. That's it.
Bad coaching.
I mean, okay, but we've been talking about that all season long. I mean, 31 other team is going to waste a Super Bowl caliber team, possibly. Maybe
but not really. Because if you have a game, let's say you got the Super Bowl and there's great coaching on both sides, one team just won. That's just what it is. Like we literally wasted a whole year with KP's project. And it was trash the whole damn year. Like you only get so much of a dynasty window. You know?
What's the next question? We beat this question like the whole time we started talking about this, man. Yes, it was bad coaching, but okay. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know how to listen.
I know you just fired KP, but what's the next move you got to do?
Oh, he's going to absolutely hire an offensive coordinator. He's going to hire an offensive coordinator, and he's going to try to retain some of these defensive guys that might, be getting poached, like our defensive line guy, that Clint dude, that big dude that came from Seattle. Man, what's his name?
Huh?
The defensive line, big dude, that came from Seattle. A defensive line coach.
Oh, Hurt.
Who?
Hurt, Coach Hurt.
Yeah. Look, I'm telling you right now. Hey, don't be surprised that a couple of these guys, our DB coach, might be getting, pulled. We didn't even
talk about that. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
But I think that they're gonna get. I think Harry Roseman, OC. Look, OC is priority, and then you try to keep, your guys on the defensive side, like your coaches on the defensive side, but. Of course, the offensive side is
the other offensive coordinator, like the receivers coach, the quarterback coach.
I think the quarterback coach is old enough to stay because he's an older guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he ain't going.
You don't think they need to replace anybody else? We only need to replace the OC out of the offense. That's what you're saying. The running back coach is good.
I do think so.
Coach, tight end coach, all those guys are good to stay as long as the new offensive coordinator wants them.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think that the new offensive coordinator should be able to say, hey, I mean, depends if he worked with somebody, hey, he think he might be better, working with. I mean, hey, he might get a couple say, but if not, I just think that as an offensive coordinator, as long you get the free reign to put your game plan in place with everybody else and say, hey, tight end coach, this and that, and come up with a side game plan. I think they'll be fine. Depending how complicated, the scheme is too, right? Because tight end coach may not be able to coach up the tight ends, as good as the OC want them. So now he want his own, tight end coach. I can see the tight end coach might be replaceable. I mean,
do you think there's anybody that's untouchable in this roster?
Untouchable. I think our DB coach should definitely be untouchable, and I think that big Hurt, that big dude should be untouchable.
Player wise,
absolutely. Man, look, I can give you a top 5 names that should be untouchable. Smitty, number 1, untouchable. Hurts, I would not touch Hurts. A Barkley, especially if you try and get rid of AJ, I would not touch Barkley. Amadiata on the offensive side, Amadiata. Dickerson.
You're still gonna say that one.
I gotta go. Amadiata, Dickerson, Barkley, Smitty, and Jalen Hurts on the offensive side. Everybody else.
So do you think? A bigger question is this: do you think? If we get, say, a Mike McDaniels caliber offensive coordinator and Hurts struggle, that Hurts is really the reason, and the Eagles should get a new quarterback.
All right, but remember, if you remember this conversation that I tried to tell you probably mid-season. I mean, I was like, maybe that Jalen Hurts cannot throw the ball in the middle. Maybe he's, maybe he might be the reason why our offense is not explosive. Like, shoo. I mean, I did kind of say that, right? I did kind of say that, right?
Yeah, Shady said that too.
Yeah, but so I mean, we got to see, because we've seen him with 5 OCs and make it to the playoff 5 times. I don't like. You got to be good. You have to be good. 5 different OCs. You got to learn new plays, new scheme every season.
The calls too. The calls.
Like the calls.
I played college ball and I played, high school at a high level, and we would do the same play at all those levels, but it'd be called so differently. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever coach would call it so differently that you gotta think, okay, he said this, so I need to worry about this. As opposed to like, you could have said what I heard in high school and I would have knew what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not like a cover 3 is a cover 3 on any level. A cover 2 is a cover 2. A quarters defense is a quarter defense. A dime defense is a dime defense. So you could go to a team and say, hey, cover 3. We playing cover 3. Hey, this is my first day here. I know what a cover 3 is. But you can't do that on the offensive side. It takes time. Like, it takes the verbiage, the formations. All that stuff got to register year after year after year after year. And that's the crazy thing. So I would not blame Hurts at all. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to see him not be afraid to pull the trigger, which I told you when I was at open practice. I told you, once again, I saw it. I was like, Hurts is not
really afraid to pull the trigger.
He refused to throw in the middle.
Hurts had the most passing touchdowns he's ever had this year. The most he's ever had this year. The problem with Hurts this year, to me, is he stopped running the football. And like he said in the press conference, if that's what they want me to do, then that's what I did.
But see, I think you're looking at the pass. Okay.
The
Dallas Goedert 11 touchdowns were like, oh my God, like that's just the pitch. It was like 5-10 yards out. So 11 of those touchdowns, the most he ever had, were like 10 yards out, BG.
Not all of Dallas touchdowns were pitches.
Dallas Goedert touchdowns was all within the freaking 20 the red zone.
So.
All of them was in the red zone. He got 591 receiving yards. How much farther could they be?
I feel like I've seen Dallas take some from like 20 yards.
He had 2 touchdowns? Matter of fact, 3 touchdowns, 1 game, 2 another one. That's 5 in 2 games within 5 yards.
I will say the double pass worked nicely for him. I will say that.
But I did like those. But I did like that. So I like the fact that you have to keep your time involved. That's one thing that KP did when they got to the red zone, was use Dallas Goedert a lot more. That was one of his bread and butter.
Probably the only guy in the locker room that loved KP. Like, hey, I had career high touchdown. KP can stay another year, my guy. Keep him here.
Yeah,
I don't care about the 1,000 yards. I was never planning on getting 1,000 yards, but I did not expect to get 12 touchdowns, my guy. Thank you, KP. He's probably the only one that freaking shouts him out.
Yeah, man. But overall, man,
players that could be gone, dude. Like, that's a lot of players. And then that's not even. I don't even think that was a full list of players that could be gone, because I could think of some other cats.
But the problem is, these players that could be gone are not key players. That's like, oh my God, we need, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we talk about the Phillip, him, but Kobe Dean, but that's really it, though. I mean, hey, let's think about it. Come on now, Reed Blankenship could get replaced. Matter of fact, Makuba is coming back.
He just said that he is part of the inspiration of the exciting whites, and Cooper DeJean is an all-pro with his brother on the team. How would you feel?
That's why we're gonna keep him.
Hey, remember
he's not.
Listen. Remember how Goddard got when we let go fucking the slot corner we had.
The slot
is
Maddox, Avonte Maddox.
Avonte Maddox. He was a sour puss about it, and last year he didn't have 12 touchdowns.
Avonte Maddox was on the team last year, brother.
Or this year. Well, he had 12.
And he got his best year this year without Maddox.
Well, he was mad about it, okay? He did not like the fact that his roommate was gone.
I remember Avonte Maddox on the team last year.
We don't got a podcast with him. How about that?
Every time there's a
podcast with him.
Hey,
how the side
is Avonte Maddox. Yeah. All right, man. So, yeah.
Did you think about that? How the size and white's going to work if one playing on the other?
Yo, see, look, he gone. Look, see, and got 12. No distractions. No distractions. And maybe that's what we need. Hey, Cooper DeJean, hey, you an
all-pro without.
But look, I'm not gonna lie though. Look.
Who will be our safety next year? Makuba,
and I would resign. Sidney could kick rock. Sidney Brown is like Avonte Maddox from last year. Every time there's a flag, Sidney Brown's on the field. I'm like, when did he get on the field? No. He could go. But Makuba, but I would resign.
Brown could go.
I would resign Marcus Epps, though. I mean, he did a good job the second.
Did he really?
Yes, he did. Absolutely, he did. Absolutely.
Marcus Epps was good these last 4 weeks.
Yo, Marcus Epps was good since he came to the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a veteran president. Absolutely, yes. I'm for real. He did. He was. Hey, look, it wasn't a lot of bombs over Baghdad on us. You know what I mean? Like and plus Makuba, he's coming back. So Reed Blankenship, unless you're taking a 1 year, $5 million, you know what I mean? Yeah, put him in. Yeah. I mean, just keep him. And why not? Because Sidney Brown is a backup. I mean, I don't trust Sidney Brown.
He did get bombs on a bad day on him a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He said F's for the minimal, but yeah, we have to check another safety then.
Yeah, we got one of the worst safety rooms though, man. Damn.
It's not that great. It's not great.
Nah, I'll draft a safety. I'll draft a safety.
What about CJ? You bringing him back?
No. Why?
He's a good safety. And when he's on a team, think about this. When CJ was on a team, we didn't lose to the Niners. When he's off the team, we got punked twice by the Niners.
No, well, I'm not gonna bring him back.
So CJ is the Niner kryptonite that we need to be on his team to bring the attitude to win playoff games.
But every team he's been on though,
2 Super Bowls.
but every team he's been on though have played in a championship game. So we're gonna see if the Bears can make it to the championship game because CJ is on the
Bears go to the Super Bowl this year. Bringing CJ back.
But the championship game, just the NFC championship game. I mean, just to get it.
Are you bringing CJ back?
No. No. For what?
Just because you got a couple of deep balls. CJ made plays last year.
No, I'm not bringing. Hey, let's move forward. Let's move forward, man. Let's draft a safety.
No. There's not that many great safeties out there.
But the problem is this: the Eagles have a chance to have one of the best defense for years because how young they are. So why are we going to try to come back and go grab a guy from a blast from the past and hope that he could once again? Oh my God! Every time CJ is here, we make it this far. No, man. Let's move forward, man. Let's move forward. I'm done with him.
So you want to draft him?
Yeah. I draft. I would draft
2 linemen in the first 2 rounds, and then you want a 3rd round safety.
Okay. All right. So my dream scenario would be a lineman in the first round, a right guard, definitely in the first round. if you say Lane is coming back and he might be healthier last year, the farewell tour, Lane Johnson, hey, he's going to come back. He's going to stay healthy. For some odd reason, these players on 1-year deals, all of a sudden they could stay healthy all year. So right guard for sure, and then I'm going safety. I had to go safety. Remember, Howie was going to go safety last year.
Yeah.
If Baltimore did not get, a start. So why not go get a safety? Because Reed Blankenship is going to be gone.
Reed Blankenship gone. I don't know if that's going to happen. They like him too much, for one. They actually truly love Reed Blankenship. And I don't really think that the Eagles are going to feel like he's a priority to lose. Because Reed's not going to cost you no money.
Yeah. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
But we got to be.
He plays good. Reed makes clutch interceptions at the right time.
Man, let me see. Reed Blankenship. Hey, let me see your
stats. Am I right or am I wrong? You watch the game. Every time we get down on Reed Blankenship for sucking, he makes a play.
Reed Blankenship played 16 games this year, 53 solo tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery in 16 games.
It was his worst year.
And you want to pay him? Come on, man.
And he said Reed is horrible at covering.
He is. He's horrible. He's horrible. Yes, he come down and some
good say right there how many touchdowns he had on him?
No, it doesn't say.
You
but
see that. I don't really feel like Reed's got bombed on before. Like, when have you ever seen Reed in coverage, and that's the reason why we got scored on?
A lot.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a captain.
Yeah. Look, hey, he could be a captain from the bench.
Bring back Slade for 1 more year.
No.
Number 2 cornerback spot.
Oh, we're going to draft. Hey, we're going to draft a corner. Hey, we drafting a corner. Matter of fact, I forgot about the CB2.
Drafting corners in a 3rd round is going to come in and start.
Wait. I forgot. Wait, all right. All right, let's go back. Hey, let's run it back real quick. All right. So right guard is definitely my priority. But the problem is with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Eagles got 2 third-round picks. Remember, Eagles got two third-round picks. So they can move up. I mean, they could say, hey, F them picks, move up to get a safety, move up to get a shooter.
The Eagles could trade AJ and get a 1st-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they could do a lot of things.
So imagine if the Eagles trade AJ. How about this? The Eagles trade AJ to the Browns for Myles Garrett.
What? Man,
EJ?
Talk realistic.
Hey, Shedeur Sanders, upcoming quarterback, needs a star receiver. AJ would be the best receiver on their roster, right? So he would force feed the ball to Shedeur, would force feed the ball to AJ, which AJ would love that. And then we get Myles Garrett to go along with our defensive line and make our defense the most dominating defense in history.
So this is our picks. So, hey, this is our picks right now, right?
What do you think about what the trainer just said?
No, I mean, it's stupid.
You think it's stupid?
Yes, because the problem is, like, I don't understand why y'all want where this money.
Myles Garrett just broke the record for most sacks ever.
See, look, this is where the money to pay the guys that we have.
The money goes. AJ's money goes to Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett.
That's not how it works, man. That's not how it works, bro. Like, you know what? Don't ever be a GM, man. I gotta go, man. Hey, we got plenty of time to talk about money and stuff like that, but don't ever be a GM because you think that, hey, we got monopoly money. We got guys. We got to play.
Howie Roseman. We were a negative $50 million pretty much with the Carson Wentz trade, and he still made the championship roster.
Okay. Got it.
Did he not? Is he not considered the best GM ever in any sport?
Bro, I gotta go. Hey, you talk to your peoples after I'm out of here. All right, because I said what I gotta say.
We
Hey,
close
you ain't gotta go off though. Hey, you ain't
we're
gotta
gonna
go
go
off.
out. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go out. You tripping. We can go out.
We've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes.
Let's
And you
go.
trying to
Let's
debate
go.
Myles Garrett now.
I was just saying that would be an awesome trade.
Yeah, but it won't be
besides-
for no Myles Garrett, though. I mean, it won't be for no Myles Garrett. That's why I don't want to stop. So if you're gonna say trades, give me something realistic.
That's a realistic trade, star for star.
Your Myles
And
Garrett
it's not, but listen, it's a star for star in terms of need. They
this
need
dude's making
a
$40 million a year.
Sanders to succeed, right?
Huh?
They need a star receiver for Shador Sanders to succeed. They need one. They don't got a star receiver in Cleveland. They got running backs. They got a tight end, 2 tight ends. They got Judy, but he's no star receiver. You give him AJ, that's your star receiver for your blossoming new quarterback. And we get what we want because we do need another outside, defensive tackle or defensive end.
Here, read. Myles Garrett, 4 years, $160 million contract, right? Annual, $40 million a year. You want $40 million a year with Jordan Davis, with Jalen Carter. Come on, man. Stop it. It's not realistic. The math is not mathing.
How much AJ costs a year?
Like 28, I think. Let me
So half
see.
of that.
3 years, $96 million. He is averaging $32 million a year.
$8 million, really? $8 million difference?
But your Myles Garrett, he signed his last year. Yo, I mean, you could play with AJ, contract.
I feel like it's possible. That's the trade I want to see this offseason. Look at Myles Garrett. $8 million difference ain't shit for him.
It's not about that. It's a 4-year, $160 million contract.
He said Michael Pittman's a free agent. I love Michael Pittman Jr. He's from USC. I love my USC people, but I'm not really sold on him. But he could be good if you make Devontae number 1. I see that happening. If you make Devontae number 1, you have Pittman be number 2. But bottom line is, Jalen Hurts is the quarterback of the future, Eagles Nation. Don't worry about Jalen. He's going to get him a good coordinator this year. We're going to go back to 14-3. It was a horrible season, but guess what? Howie and Nick cut that shit at the butt today. KP's out of here. No longer here. Done diddle. We don't have to worry about him ever again. Hopefully, the Eagles do not do nothing stupid like hire within. And I do like that, Miss Ash. We keep developing Darius Cooper because Darius Cooper, like JC said, whenever he gets his opportunity, he makes plays. And I really feel like you can do a Devontae Smith, Darius Cooper, and Dawson receiving core, and you'll be fine. So, hey, man, the season's going to be, this offseason is going to be long. People will get time to recover. This offensive lines will get healthier, stronger, bigger, faster, stronger. And everything's going to be great, man, with these Philadelphia Eagles. So don't worry about it. It isn't the problem. We all know that. That's a fact, Miss BIRDGANG. Miss BIRDGANG, go check her out on Twitter. She has an awesome piece on Jalen Hurts. You guys need to go check out and go follow her up on Twitter too, man. She's growing over there at a rapid rate. Much love to her, the newest Eagle fan out there that's blowing up the scene. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. The truth might be on a little hiatus until after the Super Bowl, but I would definitely be continuing to drop content all season long. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. She said Johnny will be back. he may have to convert to tight end. That's a possibility too. But really, I want Johnny to come back to block for the running game. Like, that was a huge piece that no one really talked about this offseason. He was a huge reason why Saquon, had so many rushing yards last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a big piece of that in the blocking he did on the outside. So I'm really interested in seeing him come back next year. What will this team do? We're all in limbo about it. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, salute to you, Mike. All you guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe for sure. Much love to all you guys on X. You guys come over to YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe over there too as well. Like I said, I will not be stopping content. I'm going to keep going this whole off season. Every update, every new, move the Philadelphia Eagles make. But the truth will be back after the Super Bowl. That's what I've heard. So we'll be back after the Super Bowl, with episode 91. This is the last episode of the Truth for the season. But keep locked in the BIRDGANG 31. I promise you some awesome content. So fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time, BIRDGANG 31. I'm out. Peace.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very, 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 very first episode